All right, first graders. So last week we talked about the long A, and we know that whenever a vowel, when we call it the long sound, it means that that letter is saying its name. Just like how when the magical E gets near an A, the magical E says to the A, say your name, and the A says, A. When a magical E gets near an E, it makes the magical E says, say your name. And the E says, E. Let's say it together. E, magic E says, E, like in Pete. We know that one. Here's another one. We know this one too. Say it with me. E says, E, like in Jeep. EY says E, like in key. EA says E, like in eat. Nice job. Do you hear all those E sounds? The long E says E. E by itself, just this E, you might see it capital like this at the beginning of a word, or you might see it lowercase inside of a word. E by itself says E, like in me. Can you think of another word that's just like me? If you know me, then you can know he or we or she. Those all have the E by itself saying E. The last one is a tricky one. Remember, Y has 3 sounds. Sometimes Y says I, like in my or cry or buy or why. But sometimes Y says E, like in baby or mommy, daddy, happy, puppy. Sometimes Y says E. Sometimes it says I, and sometimes it says that sound Y, like in yellow and yes and you. So let's now read a poem that we've all read before called Sweet Treats. We're going to read the poem and think, first of all, what's this poem about? But also be looking for some of those words with the long E sound, where the E is saying its name. Let's see. All right. Sweet, sweet treats. Follow along with me. Sweet treats. Hip, hip, hooray. Today's a delicious day. Mommy, let's go. Before we go out in the snow, let's make some sweet and yummy treats. Treats to eat while I sit in my seat. Not meat, not wheat, just sweet, sweet treats. They are not neat. Chocolatey, ooey gooey, yummy in my tummy treats. Let's eat. Wow, so when we read that poem, I could hear that they were talking about sweet treats. And if we go back in the poem, and look for details, we can try to figure out what kind of sweet treat they might have been talking about. Well, they said today's a delicious day. That seems important. It's snowy outside. It's a treat they can eat while they sit in their seat. It's not meat. Okay. Yeah, because meat's not usually sweet. Not wheat. Okay. So it's not going to be like a bread kind of treat. Just sweet, sweet treats. They are not neat. Oh, so it's going to be a messy treat. What are some messy treats? Cake's kind of messy when we have cake, but we get crumbles all over the table. What else is kind of messy? Cookies. When the Cookie Monster eats cookies, they go everywhere, the crumbs. You know what else is pretty messy? Brownies. Let's keep reading. Chocolatey, ooey gooey. Oh, so there's going to be chocolate and it's going to be ooey and gooey. That means it's going to be like maybe kind of wet in the middle. Like when you pull it apart, there might be like some chocolate coming across. I think it might be chocolate chip cookies. What do you think? Do you agree with me that it's chocolate chip cookies, or do you have a different idea? Okay, I like your thinking. Now that we've done that, let's look at some of these words. I saw in this poem the word eat. E-A-T. Eat. The E-A says E. If I know eat, then I can know meat. Do you see that eat part? Eat, meat. So when I'm sounding out that word, I just have to see the part and the eat part, and I can put it together to say meat. What else could I know? Eat, meat. What about, I saw this word in the poem, neat. If I know eat and meat, then I can know neat. Here's the n part. Eat. Neat. What else could I write? What about treat? I see the tr part, just like in tree and try and truck. And then I see the eat part. Eat. Treat. Let's read them all together. Eat, meet, neat, treat. Can you think of any more words that you can know if you know eat? Try writing them down in your journal. See if you can come up with 4 more words that have the long E sound, just like in eat and meet and neat and treat. Then try to see if you can make them look right, because here's another word we know. See. It has the E sound, but it looks different. So when you're writing your word, try to see if you can make it look right too. I could write keep like this, but that doesn't look the way it looks in books. So I'm going to try it the C way. Keep. I'm going to put that E in the middle. And then I can think to myself, you know what? Yep, that looks right. That looks just like the way it looks when I see it in books. Or, what's another one? Whoops. I need it to be lowercase. See, keep. Oh, what about meet? Like it's so nice to meet you. You can have it meet like meet you, or meat like chicken is a type of meat. Burgers is a type of meat. Try writing some words with the long E sound in your journal and take a picture and send it to your teacher. And make sure when you're reading in books that if you're sounding it out and that sound isn't working for the E that you see, try the long E sound and see if that makes the word look right, sound right, and make sense. Happy reading.